Please give it up for Natasha.
Give it up for your host as well. I feel like every year this event gets better and better. I think the best thing about it today is that the seating placement was so easy to find. Looks like, is it 1, is it 13, is it, you know? So I'm glad I'm just up here. A lot of you have seen me perform here a few different times. And every time I come, I try to write something to engage what the theme is in the room. And I always tell people, you don't have to be silent during this part of the show, because when you're silent in Detroit, that's scary. So just make noise, pretend to make. I mean, I'm from here, right? So this is a poem I wrote. So this one time, I set 3 different alarms on 3 different devices, and still somehow managed to show up late for everything. So this one time, I decided to cook rice without the timer, and came back to the bottom of the pot the same color as my iPhone. This one time, I watched a woman diagnosed with a year to live and died in a month. I watched her purposely abuse the little bits of her body that she had left, tie all of her obligations to a firework and light it, and it helped me to understand that the only time that we have to do what needs to be done is now. There is no tomorrow, there is no sometimes. This one time, I watched men and women with the world to lose turn into ducks, sitting on dirty water that could be clean with the strokes of their pen, but instead they ignore legislation that could extend how much time their children and grandchildren have with this earth. They're choosing to pretend that they don't see the clock is ticking, trying to convince that broken Senates and broken congressmen and broken clocks are all still right twice a day, when in fact they're not. They're just broken. They're wrong. They're smelling the fires. They're smelling the fires, inhaling the smoke, watching the tide and the cost of energy rise, all while riding the heat waves of their ignorance and ignoring that the time is now, ignoring that with every outage you can feel the darkness is coming for all of us. But this one time, we were blessed enough to witness the first female U.S. Senator from Michigan spend a lifetime protecting the land, So thank you, Ms. Stabenow, for giving Earth back some of its time. Thank you for understanding that you can manufacture 1 million new clocks, but that won't do the unraveling, so choosing to do the work instead. Thank you, Solidarity, for choosing solidarity. Thank you to the people in this room. Thank you, Governor Garland, for understanding that we need a healthy people and a healthy planet. Thank you, Michigan LCV, for continuing to push even when it feels that the boulders are being pushed in your direction. Thank you to every person in this room who are preparing to go home tonight, set their alarms, and act as if the only time we have is right now. Thank you.